Ambassador plays. They said, Ambassador plays. Everybody trying to treat like a villain. Ambassador plays. They steady hating, but the brother be chilling. Ambassador plays. They want to see him lose, but he is winning. Cause he believe God. He not a fraud. He done a hey, you hear me? I just had a little intro for y'all, boys. You hear me? Because. But nah, man. So first and foremost, God bless. Hope y'all doing well. Let me do my real intro. You feel me? Yes, sir. Ambassador plays back in the building. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Not just well, but swell. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Look, y'all. Today is another topical video where we just chatting to y'all about something that's on your brother's heart. And today, I just want to let y'all know that the virtual craziness y'all see is really just a reflection of the real world. The title is something along those lines, and I want to let y'all know right now, tomorrow we finna have a fun, you know what I'm saying, a real ambassador plays type video where, you know, I don't want to spoil it, but we gonna be playing Sparking Zero. We gonna be on the character, and it's just gonna be us vibing in the real in-game commentary, that type of stuff. This gameplay that y'all are seeing right now is just me, the homie Don Coolio, and somebody else that we had found, or Don had found in a lobby, and so we were just getting some runs against them. So yeah, man. So y'all know that it's a lot of craziness that goes on in the virtual world, especially when it comes to video games. Now, we live in a day and age where video games have become very community based, and what I mean by that, or at least very communication based, and what I mean by that is there's voice chats, there's friends lists, there's text messages that operate like DMs. There's all different kinds of ways where you can interact with people and communicate with people, and with that comes good, and obviously the flip side of that is bad. Now, it's so interesting because the Bible says that the times are coming where people, it says something along the lines where people will make evil good and good evil. Is that not what we're seeing today? You know what I mean? You have some people, let me do it like this, right? I think that it's really easy to put the blame on a community such as the anime community or the Sparking Zero community. Now, these communities definitely have certain things that they do that deserve the blame. No ifs, no ands, no buts. It's certain actions that are just unacceptable, and we cannot make excuses for these things. What we must do is we got to call them out, correct the behavior, and keep it 100. We can't make excuses for these things. If something is bad, we got to call it for what it is. Let a spade be a spade, right? But at the same time, this is nothing new. Brother, it's nothing new under the sun. Now, I've heard people say this is the craziest thing I ever seen. The Sparking Zero community is the most toxic thing I ever seen. Not me. Not me. Is it toxic? Absolutely. But what y'all need to understand is there is nothing new under the sun, bro. All of this stuff has been done before, bro. All of the toxicity that we're seeing in the Sparking Zero community, people going at each other's necks, people doxing each other, dropping locations of actual personal addresses and putting your safety in jeopardy to the entire internet, people wishing harm upon your parents, people making fun of slavery, saying all kinds of racist words that have been used to segregate people in the past and have been used to demean human beings to be as though they're less than what they are, that they're not actually image bearers made in the image of God, worthy of respect, right? So these are all the different kinds of things that's happening in the Sparking Zero community. But Ambassador Plays is here to let you know, my brother, this is not new. This is not new. This isn't the first time it's happened. And guess what? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this won't be the last. Why? Because we born into sin and shaped in iniquity, bro. That's what it is. We human beings and we fallen. But the problem, I think a big problem of that is, though, we are not surrounded by the right kind of people, man. We are not surrounded by the right kind of people, and in essence, we're setting ourselves up for failure. It's like we already understand that we got these negative tendencies, bro, and then on top of that, we're gonna surround ourselves with people that are gonna add fuel to that fire. That's not it, man. That's not it. So yeah, man, this stuff that we're seeing in the Sparking Zero community and any communities that you've been a part of where you see toxicity, it's really just a reflection of the bigger picture that's on the outside world. You know what I mean? That's my humble opinion, bro. Why do you think, like, the people who are playing this game and playing these games, whatever you want to say, the people that are participating in these activities through these games, man, they're real people. Like, I don't know if y'all forget that. I know sometimes I might forget that. These are real people, and this is why you see certain things like I don't know if y'all ever seen the story about a dude who was talking garbage on Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? You know, the lobbies in Call of Duty got real crazy back in the day. They probably still are. But they were talking, it's two dudes, they were talking garbage to each other on Call of Duty. One dude was whooping the other dude, and the guy who was getting whooped couldn't handle the whooping. They were talking trash, and one person, the dude who lost, couldn't handle the trash talk. Guess what he did? He swatted the dude. Somehow, some way, he found a way to get his address. I don't know if when they were talking trash, they were like, oh yeah, pull up on me, my address is da-da-da-da-da. Which, if they did do that, that's very dumb, that's very stupid, that's not wise at all. But one way or another, the dude who was getting whooped got the address of the dude who whooped him and swatted him. And they had got it on video. The SWAT team come outside of this dude's house. He ends up coming out the house. They say, put your hands in the air. Do not drop your hands down. The dude is nervous, all type of stuff. Y'all put yourselves in this situation. Y'all put yourselves in this scenario. Y'all were just playing the game. You chilling. You're not really worried about anything happening in the outside world. Whole time you don't realize the game is just a reflection of the outside world, my brother. So you hear, put your hands or come outside. Da-da-da-da-da, PD, you know, whatever state they're in, LAPD or DPD, whatever state you're in, come outside, put your hands in there. It's like, okay, boom, let me come outside. You hear helicopters, you see about 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 million thousand cop cars right outside your door, and people are yelling all kinds of instructions at you. Y'all, it's a real video. I seen it with my own 2 eyes that are located on my face. Right? And so the police are telling the man, yo, put your hands in the air. Don't move your hands. So the dude is panicking, right? The dude is panicking, right? He put his hands in the air. He dropped his hands because his pants are falling down. He was just in the crib. He had on some jogging pants or some loose shorts or something like that, right? His shorts start falling down. He pulled down, he let his hands down to pull up his shorts. They say, do not move your hands. We will open fire. Put your hands in the air. Don't move your hands again. Bro put his hands in the air. Mind you, he panicking. He was just playing the game. Guess what? Bro pants start to fall down his waist a little bit, so he drops his hands out the air to pick up his pants. Over, man. Over. Why? Because of the game. But guess what? It's not really just because of the game. It's because of whoever was on the other side of that game and the lengths that they were willing to take it, bro. Listen, man. I'm here to let y'all know that some of y'all already know this. Some of y'all may have known this and forgot it. Some of y'all may have never thought about this before. Yo, the problem does not lie in these games. The problem lies in the world, bro. The problem lies in the world, and we are the people playing these games, bro. So y'all think it's a little thing when people are boosting. And I'm not going to say the people who are boosting are the same type of people to call the SWAT on somebody. But what I need y'all to understand is big things. Now think about this now. Big things are just comprised of a bunch of little things, right? Right? A big object is just comprised of a bunch of small matters. It has a bunch of small particles within it. It makes it a big object. A big body of water is comprised of a bunch of little droplets. Is this making sense? A big rock is comprised of a bunch of small little granules. The same thing applies. Bro, a big lie is comprised of a bunch of times in your past where you're telling these, what do they call them? Fibs. What do they call them? White lies. What do they call them? Innocent lies. Yeah, that's how they start, right? But then it's snowball. It's called the snowball effect. Y'all ever seen somebody or a cartoon where they have a little snowball and they roll it down a hill and the snowball continues to increase and increase and increase, and that small little snowball picks up all these small little flakes of snow and ends up what? A big old snowball. That's how the world works in terms of people doing good and bad things, bro. It's comprised of a bunch of little small decisions. And so when we see stuff like that, you got to call it out, call a spade, and say, hey, that ain't it. I just wanted to bring this to y'all's attention, man. I just wanted to bring this to y'all's attention. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. And I want to, like I said, bro, Ambassador Plays, my YouTube channel, if y'all don't already know, bro, is first and foremost to glorify God. That don't mean I'm gonna be on here preaching every single time to y'all, but I'm gonna live my life in a way that tries to glorify God to the best of my ability, right? And then I want to entertain y'all. I want to do that through entertaining, through communication and personability. So while we waiting on this rank reset, I'm gonna give y'all topical videos like this, and I'm also gonna be giving y'all, you know, the classic ambassador plays, playing the game with live commentary. But this is another one of those topical videos, and it's just something that I want y'all to ponder on, because I know that my audience is actually not little kids. They're not little children. And so I feel like these are important things to bring up to you guys, because listen, man, I say this all the time, but we have to be the change that we want to see, bro. If we don't like something in the world, what good is it gonna do for us to conform to that exact same thing that we don't like and just regurgitate that behavior, bro? Nothing. It's hard to be the bigger man, but it's necessary, bro. As y'all can see this gameplay, I'm fighting against the Gamma 1 with big old Mr. Potato Head, bro. That's what I call him anyway. Some people say Topo, other people say Top. I say Topo, bro. But yeah, it's Topo, aka big old Mr. Potato Head versus Gamma 1, man. This that dude that Don had found in a lobby. We were just running it against him, so yeah. But yeah, man. Back to what we were saying. Y'all let me know in the comment section below if y'all agree with what I'm saying. If y'all disagree, let me know you disagree and let me know why. But I feel like what I'm saying is valid, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's something to be taken from what I'm saying, not just for y'all, but for me too. I'm not perfect, and if I'm ever wilding out, I will hope that somebody calls me out. Don't let me keep going down this road of destruction that's gonna end up in my demise and possibly the demise of people around me, or if not demise, the harm, right? The wrongdoing of the people around me, bro. You feel me? And I know some people might be watching this video, Ambassador Plays, bro, you got Sparking Zero playing in the background and you talking about the demise of people. Don't you think you're taking this a little bit too far? And my response to you is, I don't think so. My response to you is, I don't think so, because this is real life. What y'all fail to understand is a lot of these people, when they say things like that, there's real intention behind it. Okay, there's real intention behind it. Some people, when they say things like, oh, I'ma dox you, or oh, I hope your mama, you know, chokes on a nail, like, some people are just angry and they're saying it out of emotion. They don't actually have any plan. There's no intent to carry out the words that they're saying. Other people, that's not the case, right? So I guess I just want y'all to be careful, man. I guess Ambassador Plays just want y'all to be careful, and then also wants y'all to be aware of the things that you're seeing in the Sparking Zero community, in the whatever game you play in that community, because it's not just this community. I know this community has it bad. I agree. This community has it bad, but it is not just this community. Please don't be fooled, bro. It's the world that we live in. You're gonna find it in any game. In the 2K community, I have heard, bro, I have been, if y'all know about 2K, it's a mode called Rec Center, right? And it's essentially a 5-on-5 mode where you can play. You can either squad up with your friends, which are just people that you know on the game, whatever console you're playing. You can go into the 5v5 mode with your friends, or they have what's called Random Rec, where you go in by yourself, and it's typically a bunch of randoms in there. And you guys can have your microphone on in game. So I have literally been inside of Rec Center games, man, where somebody's not getting past the ball. One way or another, he take a jab at the person who's being selfish and they start going at it. Y'all, I lied to you not. I have heard people threaten to put a pistol to somebody else's jaw over NBA 2K, over not receiving the ball in a virtual game. Doesn't that sound ridiculous? Yes, but that's the world we live in, and some of these people are not kidding. It's sad, man. It's sad. So I just want to let y'all know, bro, that the craziness, the wild behavior, the weird stuff that y'all are seeing in the anime community or the Sparking Zero community, it's not just the community. It's a reflection of what's actually out there in the world. There's people who have died over less. And I know that sounds dark, and I know that sounds a little bit serious, but I just want y'all to be aware of this, man. So a lot of people say on my channel, yo, you're so positive, yo, you're optimistic, I appreciate you, this and this and that. Yes, I'm positive because I try to, like I said, I try to glorify God and things like that. But also, bro, I believe in treating people with respect until they show you otherwise. I don't believe in disrespecting somebody off rip just because you don't like something about them. I cannot like you and still show respect to you, right? It doesn't mean that I necessarily respect or admire you, but I treat you with respect. I don't disrespect you. You understand? Even if I don't respect you, I don't disrespect you. You feel me? And so I'm kind of making this video to let y'all know that it's real life, and be careful, man. Be careful, because I know that I don't know y'all for real, but I love y'all, or at least I got love for y'all, you know, and I don't want to see anything bad happening to anybody, you know. So these things that people are saying, it sounds like a joke, it sounds like this, it sounds like that, bro. Be better, right? When you see that nonsense taking place in the Spark and Zero community or the anime community or whatever community you're in, try to remember this, and bro, rise above, turn the other cheek, be the bigger man. You feel what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. That's gonna be it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed the gameplay. Like and subscribe for more. Jesus loves you. I love you too. It's been Ambassador Plays, and I'll catch y'all in the next video, man. Peace.